Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the final part of my visit to Vintique Antiques in Weedon Bec in Northamptonshire. And yeah, this is the fourth and final part. And yeah, there's more treasures. I surprised myself with my own brains a few times. And yeah, it's a nice solid one with lots of little new bits and pieces on me digging in, obviously trying to find new stuff and work out new things. Find a new supplier, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been quite nice finishing this one now. I've really enjoyed working on it, and I think with that said, let's just get on and have a look at the glass for the final part. It's a little bit shorter than the other parts, I think. I haven't glued it together yet because obviously I'm still doing the beginning, but yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Box next to it's interesting is weasel glass, and I do see glasses and decanters with this frosted style at the base. This one's got birds on it, but I've seen others like this. I wonder if they're all weasel as well. There's no mark or anything. Just interesting. Love the boxes in this place. I've heard the name before, but I don't really know weasel glass. I found they're still going today. Their website is here. They're in Bavaria, in Germany, and yeah, it just says they've been there for a century and a half. Blah blah blah. That home there, it says. Talks about design. There's a bit here on handmade glass, so they're making something probably still in Bavaria. I don't know if all of it's made in Bavaria, but something interesting. I was looking to see, are they still making those style of glasses in the antiquaries? No, so that means they're not brand new. And then click into here, and I started scrolling down just to see. So this is where the tumblers are. Do they have any half frosted tumblers still? And scroll, keep scrolling. I looked at a few different areas, but anyway, there's something interesting appeared. These glasses here, look at these. Yeah, they look like something else, don't they? They look like these ones. And you remember I just did a video about the dangers of identifying glass, and yeah, look at this. This. Very similar. And in fact, if I do, let me show you something on here. Tea light holders. Look at these. Dun, dun, dun. Look. And I'm sure Italoglass has more of a name than Weasel. You know, everybody likes that little Finland thing. So, but you could easily make a mistake. You'd see these glasses and you're thinking, I recognize this pattern. And it's only a different shape in effect. So yeah, very interesting. And another, yeah, I'm never really going to learn this kind of moment. But anyway, yep, Weasel is still going. I've not found anything that's kind of like jumping out at me of, ooh, wow, there's something extraordinary they're doing. These are quite interesting. But yeah, most of it is stuff that you find and see and wouldn't be able to attribute it to anybody in particular. Nice early Victorian decanter here. I think, is it? Yeah, it's quite heavy, so it just probably fits into the, just about squeeze into the bludgeon stuff. So this would be 1845 to 65, something like that. Faceted ring there. Yeah, no, that's a good decanter. What's he got on it? Where's the price? It's £15, which is a very good price. And is the stopper right? Yeah. It's funny stopper actually, because that's quite narrow. But yeah, that's all right. I think that's a good decanter for £15. Ravenhead Vista. So I've not seen these before. These look a bit later than the other ones. Vista. I've never seen this pattern before. But here it is in the box. And then you've got some Ravenhead Apollo. Never seen these before. Still in the box. These look even later. These look like kind of late 70s, something like that. These look very 80s, I think, with this writing. It might be 70s, might be wrong. And then there's Whitefire. Oh, this is something I saw earlier today. Yeah, I knew it was named with Whitefire. Yeah, it's still in the box as well. It's so nice to see things in the box. And Wedgwood Wave Vase. It's from the 80s. This is with the box as well. And I saw one of these in a charity shop for £5. And unfortunately my wife was with me and she said no. So that was that. So I've not been able to find out much about the Ravenhead Vista glasses. I found this one here and it's sold on Etsy for £25 for a same box. There you go. Is that going to come up? Show me the box. Show me. Anyway, they're saying 1960s. And yeah, I don't think so. I'm looking at this design here. It doesn't look like it looks like it's from the 80s to me. So yeah, I don't think 60s is right. Maybe the glasses were designed in the 60s, but even then, if you're saying it's like copying bark vases and stuff like that, it's still the 70s. So I think this box looks very 80s to me. 70s at the earliest, but definitely not 60s. Now, the other glasses, the Apollo ones, the lady that designed those was called Annette Meach. It was actually written on the box. I wasn't really paying attention to that when I was there, but I saw it when I was looking afterwards and I found a little bit of information from her. So she graduated from Royal College of Art in 72. It seems like she was working for them in the 70s, and in 99 she moved. She then started doing her own glass, and in 99 she moved to France, where she still makes glass. In fact, here it is. This is the box. We're looking with a name here, Annette Meach at the bottom. So I think, oh, Apollo in 1974. There you go. So we have an exact year for those glasses. So that's quite nice. And 74, Apollo was still running, as in flying to the moon and back. It might have been finishing around then, I think. But anyway, that puts a nice date on those glasses, and yeah, that looks very, very period. Anyway, so that's where we are with those two lots of unusual, because I've not seen either of them before or noticed them before, but I will be looking in future. And here's the decanter I saw around the other side earlier, Crystal Dark. I said it, well, oh God, I made the right call, because after I said Crystal Dark, I was thinking, oh no, what if it's one Arca Rock or somebody like that? But it's all the same company, it doesn't matter, but you know, you want to get it right. Some Paul vases up here. I think this one is a French one. I've seen this in France. What's he got written on it? Can I get the label out? Yay. I can't remember the name of the company though. But yeah, I've seen this in France when I was there on holiday. They make them really. I don't think this one is. What's he say on this one? It might be still French, but I don't know. He's saying it's French as well. So I will try and find the company. I'm really bummed that I can't remember. That's really peeing me off. Anyway, yeah, these are French. I'm happy that one's French. Less certain of this one, but I will find the name of the company. I will. The name that sprung to mind after I was watching the video again was Vans, Vannes. So I typed in Vans glass bowl, and yeah, so there are quite a lot of bowls that were similar with this long stretched out look. So this is what I was seeing in France. They always have this long look. They're like something for the top of your TV. I think this one is actually pretty close to one of the ones we were looking at. So yeah, it's Vans, and I thought that £25 price seemed low, so I went into eBay. There's only one long one in here that's sold. I can see that's like those, and it's $99.99. So £25 seems to be a bargain. It's got a date on here, 70 to 79, which fits with it fitting on top of a TV. I don't know though, but anyway, I'm happy that's because I've seen them with labels on, so that's why that name came into my head. So that's why I'm happy that that's what it is, because I have seen them with labels on, and yeah, £25 looks to be very cheap. Not everybody's keen on Chinese glass, but look at this. It is, I mean, if I pull back and you see how big it is compared to everything else, it's huge. And £18. Yeah, if you just want, you know, you'd almost use it as an umbrella stand, it's that big. So yeah, that's a bargain. You just want something for your house to look, you know, impressive. You know, you put your lilies in it or something like that. I found Dalian glass in Alibaba, so they're still going. We've seen glass from them from the 70s before, and that vase is made by them. Look, 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 look. And this one here, and this one, and they've got other shapes and things for this. They make load. They've got, I think it's a big company, and they make a lot of stuff, and a lot of different designs, some of which I've seen. I've had to filter this down into glass vase hand blown, so you can see there it is again. Some of it seems to, I don't know how this Alibaba search works. I've seen other shapes in here, but sometimes it seems to be repeating them, so I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, you've seen it in here. Let me, if I find it again, let me go back and find it again, and we'll click on and jump into it. Oh look, there's a different one in a different colour. Let's go in. But you can see the way this is made is the same as what we were looking at, but this is like a short squat one. What's this here? They do a tall one, so a blue one, different colours. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on with them. You have to buy, looks like the minimum number you can buy is 1,000 if you're going to buy them, and they're $20.50 each. And if you buy more than 3,000, you can get them for $19.18 each. 80, sorry. So yeah, there you go. So that was actually, I think it was quite cheap. So yeah, there you go. Dalian. I did say I was going to try and pin down some of these Chinese companies, who the actual manufacturers are. This one is a manufacturer, because I did actually find their entry in Dun & Bradstreet, and it says glass and glass product manufacturing. Yeah, that's what they do, pressed and blown glass. That's their business. So I wouldn't be normally that interested in this orange one at the back here, but it has a label on it that says, I can't really read very well. It says Dutz know what it says underneath though. I will look, try and find out about that. I found another European glassmaker. So Dutz is a company from the Netherlands, Holland. It says they're based in a town called Kampen, but the glass is made in Romania. So they started making glass there after the fall of the Berlin Wall and all that kind of thing. So yeah, and it's quite interesting. They're Dutch. They're way ahead of everybody else. Look at this catalogue they've got here. Look at this. This is cool. Look at this. I don't know if I can download it. If I can, I will. But look at that. This is a bit flashier than anybody else's website I've seen. Everything's looking a bit beige and no orange ones. Yeah, it's funny that it's an orange vase and it's from Holland, but yeah. So everything's a bit plain and minimalist, but maybe that's the style these days. But anyway, Dutz, never heard of them before. New manufacturer based in Holland. I'm learning, I'm finding new stuff, and people are still making glass in Europe. A couple more Dartington bar vase looky likeys. You saw some of those in my previous visit, so but we'll look them up. So we're back here with good old 20th century glass, and here are the pair of vases, or one of the pair of vases that we were looking at, by Ravenhead. And yeah, so this is definitely it because it's boxed, so it doesn't really give you any more information than the fact that it's by Ravenhead, so I don't know what date this is. But you can tell the Ravenhead ones because there are other people that are making similar things. They have a little bit around the top, like this little bit crimped bit. Sometimes it looks like it's almost folded over here, where this bit is crimped here at the top. So, and it's always very vertical. So those are the kind of like telltale marks of it being a Ravenhead piece. But it'll be from the 70s. Got a few bits up here. This one's Bohemian, so that might be Kribska, if it's right. We can try and find that. There's a case nest. I can't reach there. I'm not going to lean across with one hand and fall into all of this. So it looks like it's case nest warbler vase. And there's a Poli. And there's something else over here. Let me stop and start. This is the Kribska 1999 catalogue from the Czech Glass Guide. And yeah, so I can't find an exact match. This is almost the exact match. But when I was looking back at the film, for about half a second, you could see inside the top, because I was able to do a freeze frame, you could see inside the top of the vase, and you could see that it had a Kribska label. I knew it was Kribska. You can't retell, but I could tell it's a Kribska label. So yeah, let me, in fact, I'll go and bring that up. So here we are. I froze the film, and just here you can see on the top of the vase what is actually a boat shape with like sails on top of it. Can you see that? Yeah, it's kind of gold with black. Now, if I now go back to 20th century glass, this is the boat with the sails and Kribska. Now, it's not exactly this label because not all of them have Kribska written on, but that is the symbol that's on that that label that we can see there. So yeah, it's definitely Kribska. This here, this looks like it might be Allen Bay or something like that. No. What's the label say? Sorry about this. Oh, it doesn't say anything. It says it's a teal glass. Yeah. It's quite interesting, but I know that's cakeness. I recognise the shape. Sometimes I'm not as dumb as I think I am. So I just did a quick search for Allen Bay vase, and look, this vase is exactly the same, and they're saying it's got a label. And in fact, further down here, I think this is the bottom of the same one, and you can just see the Allen Bay label here. But there are also, so it's not exactly the same colour, but if you look, there's another vase the same shape and a different colour, and another one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then if I scroll down, let's have a look, see, and another one there, and another one, and another one. So, and a pink one. What else? So I was right, strangely, because I don't really know that much about Allen Bay, but I was sure I'd seen that shape before. So, yep, Allen Bay, and Allen Bay is a modern, I don't know if they're still going, factory from the Isle of Wight, and I presume it's all popped out of the whole Michael Harris going to the Isle of Wight, making glass, etc., etc. Sort of like a series of events that's kept that going. As soon as I stopped recording, I remembered that actually is still going, because it's on this sort of like tourist website. They don't seem to have their own website. Tourist website called The Needles, and they've got a shop, and it's saying them established, etc., etc. And I think this is one where you can go and watch them making the glass and all that kind of thing. They do a touristy type thing. So yeah, they're still going today. Got Davidson's Jaban Bowl here. Not really seen that. I don't know this one though. Don't recognise it. I might try and find that one. So yeah, so that's might be from the 1930s, or at least the design is, and then it might even be earlier. I don't know. I can't remember now. I do know there's a million shapes that go with it. See, it's got the scalloped edge. That's what they normally have. This looks like it might be Salby. Don't know. Not sure. Can't remember. So I wasn't able to find a reference for that bowl. I did have a quick look in the book, and the Jacobean patent was originally from Czech Republic, from 1921, and it came to the 1922, sorry, and then it came to the UK in 1931 when Davidson was licensing it, because the government, this is an interesting one, government opposed a 50% tariff on glass imports, but they only did it for 1 year, and then they reduced it to 20%. But anyway, it precipitated the move of the manufacture of Jacobean from the Czech Republic to the UK. And so I thought we'd have a look online, and there are other bowls here that are claiming to be, it's the same bowl, different prices. Well, similar prices actually. If you look up here, you got $7.50, $8.95, $9.95, $9.95. So yeah, it's the prices. It was £8. All of these would be plus postage, so that £8 looks cheap. Any more here? Oh, £6 for two. Now that is cheap by comparison. Just like comparatively, I'm not going to start delving into the sold and everything. But what's interesting here is there's this bowl here, another large serving bowl that steps away price-wise, because one, it's got legs on it, which I've never seen before, and it's got the label. And so anybody that's collecting this pattern, you have to remember this is a pattern with over about 270 different shapes. Anyways, collecting, that is a must-have piece. I think it's a rarer piece. These little legs will get broken off quite easily, so that's going to make it rarer to start with, and it's got the label. So yeah, for the few collectors that are out there for Davidson, that is probably a must-have piece, which pushes the price. Yeah, sorry about the bit where I said not sure, don't know, can't remember. That's like a little home joke. When my son used to go to primary school, and we'd come back and we'd ask him what happened. Eventually the answer got condensed down to that every time, because he just wouldn't tell us what was happening. You know, that's what little kids are like. They don't tell you anything when they go off with them buddies. Whatever happens at school stays at school quite often. But anyway, we worked on that bit where the seller had a lot of boxes. That was quite nice, going through that, and I really had to pick on a few bits, otherwise I could have spent, you know, double the length of the film just going through every box, but I didn't want to do that. But anyway, so this is the end of my visit to Vintique. I can highly recommend going there. It is actually part of, there's Antiquarium as well. There's the Village Antiques Market that's also in Weedon. And there's another one which I've also just finished filming this morning, and I'll probably start putting out next week. Yeah, there's more to Weedon than meets the eye. So yeah, I had a lot of fun there today. Some really interesting bits and pieces. But anyway, Weedon is worth a visit, because you could go there and spend all day doing all four of the places that are there, because none of them are small. So yeah, well worth a visit. And so with that said, all the contact details for Vintique are in the description below, as well as the references I used. And please remember to like and subscribe, because it really helps my film. I'm hoping this works out, because I'm using different phone as a camera, because yeah, my old one just crapped out, died on me there. It's like a brick, so that's a pain. But anyway, so I'm hoping this sounds okay. I don't even know if I couldn't even adjust the sound or anything, so I'm just hoping it comes out okay. So with that said, thank you for watching, and have a good night. Good night.